Hi. Yesterday I had a lot of fun working on, I forgot his name, this little guy from Snow White. And I've been playing around with using some different shades for skin. It was a tryout because I always use the same colors and I wanted a different tone, but I'm noticing I can't. Can I zoom in? I'm trying to. Yes. It's not that easy to put on camera, but he has some blushing cheeks and a blushing nose, but on camera it's not that visible. But I've been playing around with some other. Can I zoom out now? No. Yes. Sorry. So I thought it would be nice to start coloring in Grumpy on camera. I'm not calling this a color in chat because I'm not really in a chatty mood, or I don't know what I would like to talk about. So it's possible that this video is slightly more silent than my other ones. The book I'm coloring in is this one, and I'm still not totally zoomed out. Now I am, I think. It's a cheap one from a discount shop. But if you want to color along with me, I'm sure you will find other dwarfs drawings in your Disney books, 7 dwarfs. So we'll just jump in. I have been smart beforehand and I have picked my colors for Grumpy already. So I will put down my camera and I'll see you in a minute. And we're back. I wanted to start with his head, but since I'm talking that I am using different skin tone colors, I will start with that. Beforehand I always used light peach, my little short one, which nectar, violet, Parma violet, I'm still using that, sepia or espresso. I've replaced that with 90% warm grey, and I also used henna, and I've put that aside, so I have to. Is this my henna one? No? Oh no, it's lying here, sorry. I'm still using henna for the blush, but the main skin tones are now beige sienna, seashell pink, a light touch of eggshell, and white. But that's really depending on how I'm coloring in my figure. So for the darkest tone I'm using beige sienna, PC 1080. No, it's not showing it very good. I hope the light is a bit okay, because it's still early in the morning. Okay, we start off with the darkest parts, or the parts where I think there will be more shadow. And as I said beforehand, please excuse me if I will be more silent. I don't always have or know any subjects that I can talk about. But I think it's also nice to just sit down and color and chat from time to time. And just watch me do some things. It's always a bit think work to decide where to place some darker areas. But I think this skin combo is working out good. At least I really like my little dwarf. Oh, I forgot his name. Droopy? No, not Droopy, I think. It's been ages since I've watched Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, so... And I didn't look it up beforehand on Google. And Grumpy is of course an easy one. Dopey? The little one? Dopey, I think he's called. I think I'm going to make his eye dark. Also in these curves around his eye. And all the small curves. Okay. Now I'm taking the seashell pink, and that's PC1093. For the slightly paler tone. And although this is a very cheap book, not even €2, the paper isn't super thick, but it is very nice to color with Prismas. And I'm a happy chicken right now because I've bought myself some spare Prismacolor pencils, second hand, but they were new, so I'm very happy that I'm not limited anymore to use some colors extra, because now I have some colors in three pieces. I'll say now the eggshell 140. Or even more lighter, and I'm just leaving a little bit on top for some white. And I will first do my blush. This is henna. And I'm doing his cheeks with henna, and also his tongue. I did use that on Dopey too. I'm sure he's called Dopey, that small guy. And I'm also putting a little bit I don't want them to be drunk, but I think it's nice to play around with noses. Okay, now we're in just with white to soften the henna a bit. And to create some highlights on the upper parts. Not fully blending it in, but okay, now I'm going in with my Parma Violet for some shading. And it's possible that I will return with my beige sienna also to soften it out a bit. It's really comfortable using Parma Violet for shadowing, because if you would use black or a very dark cold gray, it's more difficult to correct it if you made a mistake, and it's also more smudgy using a black one. Okay, I'm going back in with my beige sienna now. Is the light still okay? I did put my curtains back a bit more open. The heat wave is over, thank goodness. Okay, and now for the inner part of his mouth, I will use my 90% warm gray 1058. I'm also using that for some extra shades that I want, just very slightly here and there. Back with my beige sienna to soften it. A bit of henna again. And I'm finishing off with white. Okay, so here we have Grumpy, and I will now start with his head. I'm getting my pencil extender for my PC132. I don't know what the name is. Pumpkin something, I think. I'm going to sharpen it a bit. Now I move with the darkest shade of orange. Of course, for the parts that I would like to be the darkest. I don't know if this is the right color for his head. I've seen a few pictures of him, and in one he's wearing a dark brown and in another an orangey, but considering he will be wearing a red jacket, I thought the orange was okay. Okay, now I have the cadmium orange hue. That's PC118. It's only available in the 150 set. So with the eggshell. There isn't much difference between the two, I think, between the two colors. Okay, I'm going to stop already because otherwise I won't have a room enough for the next shade. Oops, there did my camera. Okay, now we're going in with goldenrod. It's 134. And I'm leaving a small area above to finish off with my, I think I've chosen Spanish orange as the lightest color. There isn't much gradation in his head, but I will solve that with my darker pencils, I think. And now with the Spanish orange, PC 1003. Okay. Now I will be going back in with my warm grey, 90%, for the lowest parts here. Not too much. And not with a lot of pressure. And then I will go back in with my darkest orange. To soften it a bit. Back in with my shorty one. To soften that PC 90% warm grey. Then there will be more contrast between the top part, which is more yellow orange, and the bottom part, which is really a true shade of orange. Okay, and that's how Dopey is colored in. And I did something with my camera. I wanted to zoom in, and now I've put it on some kind of night shade. How can I solve that? Still have a lot to learn about my phone, I believe. I really hope that it's a bit pleasant to see on camera, the colors. And I will have to figure out how to solve that night vision, because I don't know. I have my phone for more than 2 years, but it's the first time I'm seeing this. But I didn't record any videos beforehand, before I started the YouTube channel. So that's also a new learning process, and I'm noticing that this shade here is a bit too heavy. So I will soften that out with my eggshell, hopefully. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, I will leave this video for now, because otherwise I will have trouble uploading it with my regular and easy video editing program. I'm not sure if I will continue the coloring for the rest of the picture, because I really like working on it, and I don't think I can wait until I can film my next part. So I will see what I will do with that. But now you've seen some new skin combo. He looks a bit dark, but he will become lighter when the rest of his body is colored in, just like Dopey did. So I still want to change that thing here. And how do I do that? Aha, yes. Oh, that's a bit too light, yes, but now, guys, I've noticed how to do it, I think. Yes. Oh, look at that. You can go for some very bright. This is a good shade. No, I mean, yeah, fairly. A bit too light still. Okay, another thing learned about my phone. Okay, now I'm going to finish this. I hope you enjoyed this little video. As said, I'm not sure if I can wait to color the rest of this picture, but if you would like to color something Disney in a full color in chat, please leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.